Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. This channel, which is relatively new. What I do here in this channel, New to Happiness, is I deal with two main topics. One is highly sensitive people, and the other one is toxic relationships and narcissism. Today, I want to talk about something that is very important, I think, in my eyes anyway, in the field of narcissism, and that is the professional choices that narcissists make, and in what professions and why can you find a narcissist. And having said that big headline of this video, I want to first start and say that I want to split this video to the two main different kinds of narcissistic and also relate to a third one that I will address in a moment. The two main topics are the two main types of narcissists. Are the grandiose narcissist and the covert narcissist, and the third one is the social narcissist. And why do I want to address them differently? Because all of them have the same traits and the same problems, you can say, with their personalities, that uh, they have a hard time, if it's not impossible, for them to show empathy. They don't take responsibility for anything. They blame everybody else. They are not authentic. They feel entitled, and all that wonderful stuff that narcissists bring to the table. And all of them want to control and to be in charge of whatever is going on, and they use manipulations to get it. This is all the same for all these types of narcissists. The difference between the grandiose, the covert, and the social one, which I will address shortly, is the fact that the grandiose narcissist uh, does this in a very open, sort of honest way, I have to say, and he shows everybody that he wants to control what's going on, and this is important for him, and this is his territory, and the country is himself, and everything that's going on here is has to be his doing and has to be part of who he is and how he controls the situation. And because of that, grandiose narcissists you will more commonly find going straight on to being the head of the office, the CEO, the president, the prime minister, the whatever it is that is in charge of everybody else and decides what's going on, and everything is done his way or the highway. And so grandiose narcissists tend to find to go that way more easily. On the other hand, the covert narcissist, which has the same traits, but everything is done differently by him because he's sort of the victim of life and of the world and of everybody around him, because he was supposed to be the president, but nobody acknowledged it. And so now he has to manipulate everybody else in a different way, a way that is a lot more shy and closed, and something that goes between the lines and not something that's in your face and is very clear. And so his professional choices will be different, meaning from many times you can find a covert narcissist actually uh, um, being a therapist, being a teacher, being a social worker, a school counselor, having to do with the people in vulnerable areas of their lives, and where he can be in control because they are already vulnerable. And it's funny because the covert narcissist is also called the vulnerable narcissist, and I just now I'm doing a connection in my own mind. But yes, that is something that you can many times see, and many therapists, teachers, social workers, and well, it's common. It's I'll say it in that way. It's not something that is not common. And when we go to meet a therapist, or we go to meet a social worker or a school counselor, or whatever, we don't expect it to be that way. And that is why I'm emphasizing this specifically on this video, because yes, it does happen, and it comes from the need to control and to be in charge of everything that's going on, to get back some of the things that the world owes to him, because as I said, he wasn't recognized the way he should have been. So this is what happens with the covert narcissist. The social narcissist, the altruistic narcissist, is the one that you will find giving charity, being the head of a non-profit organization or something like that, and getting his supply or getting his power and control from the fact that he's so-called or seemingly doing something very, very nice for other people, dealing with other people's needs. But when the door closes behind him, and it's just him and his close team, many times you can hear them saying he turns into this monster that keeps on asking, well, did you get that? You get me into the whatever channel that I wanted to, and did this happen? And that did I get the credit or the show that I was that I deserve? And so that's something that happens a lot also. But going back to the two main narcissistic types, the grandiose and the covert or vulnerable, as I said, they come from the same place. They need the same power and control. They need the same supply, but because they are very different in how they bring about the narcissistic behavior to the world, it looks very different. Okay, as I said. After having said that, I want to emphasize that narcissists don't have to be teachers, social workers, or therapists, or on the other hand, lawyers and CEOs and presidents and prime ministers. They can be anything. They can relate to whatever, to being an actor, to being an accountant, to being any profession that you could, an engineer, a content editor, a marketing person, anything. But you have to remember that they bring the narcissism with them as the main motivation to whatever it is that they're doing. And that means that it doesn't come from the heart. It doesn't come from, because that's not possible for a narcissist. It comes from the need to be the most important person in the room, and to be the one that controls whatever is going on, and to be the one that gets his supply, his you are the best thing that ever happened to us, from other people around them. And that is what they will bring to any profession that they will choose. And so the people around them, the people that need to work with them, the people that give them service, whatever it is, as part of their profession, we have to acknowledge and know that this is something that could happen, and this is how it looks. And of course, educate ourselves about narcissism. That is very, very important. Like watching this video, like watching many other videos that are great on YouTube or any other channel, on any other social media platform, and being aware of that, and not looking for narcissists everywhere, I have to say, but being aware of the fact that if something is not feeling right to you, that the school counselor that your child is sitting with seems not to be understanding of what is going on, then something narcissistic is going on here, or something of that kind is, and you have to look into it. You have to check it. And having said that, I'm just thinking of a situation that I had myself, and it emphasizes this to myself as I'm speaking now, and I'm grateful that I'm doing this video today, and nothing happens by chance, I guess. But saying that again, yes, you have to be very aware of the fact that this is something that goes on and looks differently, looks grandiose, or looks covert, or looks socially, just like a social person that just want to help everybody, and educating yourself and looking for it, and listening to your body and to how your body is reacting to something that you encountered. These are the very important. These are the most important things that you can do in order to be ready for that, and to be acknowledging what's going on, and to be acting according to this in any way that you think is possible for you, and that you can deal with. I'm not saying leave your job or take your kid out of the school, but maybe that's necessary at times. But I'm just saying, acknowledging that this is what's going on, and being with your eyes open, and being aware what's happening, and behaving according to that, and not knowing that, for example, a narcissist, a covert narcissist, could be something that you will encounter in a therapist room, and that is definitely possible, and that you're not delusional, and it's not something that you are making up. And if your body is telling you this something that something is wrong, then something is wrong. Okay, so thank you so much for this. I hope that this helps you in any way. And thank you so much for joining this channel, subscribing, giving a thumbs up to this video, forwarding it to other people. I'm very grateful for everybody who does that, watching the long videos that are on every Sunday, or the short videos that are on I would like to say every day, but at least every other day. And that's it for now. My name is Ruth Sachs. I'm a counselor and a therapist, and I will see you next time on my next video. Bye bye.